Pregame.com.
Final four here, pregame.tv. We're going to determine who's going to finish second in the NCAA tournament. It's the consolation game, Michigan against Syracuse. And this one's really offense against defense. One team is kicking butt, can't be stopped. The other team has an impregnable zone VR. What do you think?
Here's the thing, man. Here's the only thing that scares me. I know your opinion on this game. And what scares me is no one's been able to figure out this Syracuse zone so far. And if anyone was going to do it, I thought it would be Marquette, simply because they play them all the time. So it's not something they haven't seen. Montana, they put up 34 points. They were baffled. Indiana, you think, being a top-tier team, they would have a week to figure it out. They'd come up with some kind of offense to penetrate. They couldn't do it.
50
They
points.
put up 50 points. Cal was the most successful, put up 60.
Playing at home.
Exactly. So no one's been able to do anything. But Michigan is going to find, I think they always are going to find a way to score. They're number one in offensive efficiency, according to Ken Palm. But the reason I was leaning towards them forcing Syracuse to score is because their head coach, John Beilein, was West Virginia's head coach till 2007. So he's well aware of the Jim Boeheim zone as well. Now, I haven't gone back to see what kind of success he's had. I have a couple days to look into that, but I wrote that note down getting ready for the
excellent note
for the videos. I said, let me go back and look between 2004, 2005, and 2007 how West Virginia did against the Syracuse team.
You know, one thing that there's a lot of misconceptions in sports betting, and we like to say defense is always the way you want to go. Defense wins championships, and then you look at this Big Ten, Wisconsin, garbage.
Yeah,
Gone, you know. And
Indiana, gone.
Well, Indiana had more offense, I think, than defense. But,
agreed.
But certainly Ohio State,
gone.
and so you look at it, and hey, bottom line, keep it simple. You got to be able to put the ball in the basket to be able to win.
Just ask LaSalle.
Just ask
how far they got. Shooting lights out.
Yeah,
teams like that.
And making your opponents miss free throws.
Yeah,
which great defense. I can't quite understand.
Florida Gulf scoring 70+ points every game.
Just amazing. One of the things, like with Syracuse, just when I go back and look at their defensive intensity game after game after game, and the numbers, like you said, are just staggering at how good they are. One thing I'm going to do a twist with my free play that I think I can win you over this, because you bring up excellent concerns. And I've watched Michigan and I watched Burke breaking down, the defense, going through the zone, slashing, throwing it out to White Boy. They don't miss, and for whatever reason, they leave him alone. It's
all
like,
by himself.
What is up with that? I can't pronounce it, but
all by himself in the corner.
It drives me crazy when I see a total non-athlete that can't jump, hasn't driven in the paint,
won't spend a day in the NBA.
It's like the Reddick thing, you know. It's like the guy hasn't made a driving layup under duress his entire career. Don't leave him alone.
That corner, yeah. You know he's not driving to the lane.
Exactly, and if he does, he's going to throw up some ugly
Because
brick.
Kansas had a good defense, Florida had a good defense, but Michigan still was successful against them. But I think the Syracuse defense is something else. That's why they're number one.
So will you be on Michigan in this game?
Not now. I don't think so. I was looking at it at a pick-em, but I think it's going to it might get to 3 before it comes back down.
Might you, if you played Michigan, might you parlay to the over?
I think the only way
Makes a lot of sense,
they have to have success. If I bet Michigan, I got to bet it over.
Because if this game ends 49-53,
they're not winning it.
Big trouble.
Yeah,
big trouble. And I know we had some sharp guys at pregame. I think Stephen Nover won his correlated parlay of the year, and he went with Syracuse and the under against Indiana. Made perfect sense. Nover's a smart guy. I'm going to copy from him right here.
I like it.
With my best bet. Let's make it official. Okay, guys, we are going to go with my free play here with the Syracuse-Michigan game to go under, but very important, most of my bet I'm going to play, VR likes to say, sprinkle it on the money line. Everybody take a drink, take a shot. He was playing it on the pregame drinking game at home, but I'm going to sprinkle it in with a parlay to the under, because if Syracuse is going to win this game, they're going to have to control the pace. They're going to have to dictate it to be lower scoring. So most of my bet is going to be on the parlay, Syracuse with the under plus the 260.
Wow. if you're going to do it, I think it just makes perfect sense. There's some, I don't like when people just throw out those misconceptions of teasers are sucker bets, parlays are sucker bets. I always say it's the bettor that's either the sucker. It's not the bet itself. If you know how to use the weapon and use it at the right time correctly, it adds value.
I've been kicked out of more casinos for playing parlays and particular things. And a quick note to the people over at the Planet Hollywood, the old Aladdin, you better get faster security guards to track me down next time. So, okay, we broke that one down. Stay with it. We got updates coming in, texts. Check back with us, pregame.tv. We're going to tell you how bad Wichita State, the Shockers, are going to get beaten in when they play against Louisville in the other semifinals. Stay with us.